How many times have you come across a Guardian on the level, trying to complete an event you know they wouldn't be able to complete alone? At least half a dozen times, right? Now how many times did you stop and help this person complete said event? Probably not much, if at all. You see, there's two types of gamers in the world. There's the dedicated core group. Now this group would live and breathe their favorite game. And for the sake of this video, it will be Destiny. They devote hundreds upon hundreds of hours into Destiny, knowing the ins and outs of the Destiny universe, reach the highest mountain, and proclaim their victory. Now, on the other hand, there's the average gamer. Those who enjoyed their time spent doing patrols, completing quests, and dipping into the crucible. The term casual gets thrown around a lot of these players, but it's attached with a stigma next to it, like it's some sort of disease. These two types of gamers are at the opposite ends of the spectrum. One is loaded with the best gears and weapons, and the other is just trying to get by. Now this divide in loot puts these two groups at a crosshairs, and Bungie is caught right in the middle of it. When Destiny 2 was released on September 6th, a little over a month and a half from this recording, the race was on to reach the highest power level, 305. The dedicated group played anywhere between 9 to 15 hours a day grinding the campaign, which takes roughly 8 to 10 hours to complete. They did public events, strikes, the Nightfall, and the Crucible to get ready for the raid, which was released the following week. All the while, the average gamer was simply just playing the campaign and enjoying the content given to them. Now, is there a right or wrong way to play Destiny? In an article on Kotaku, Destiny 2 struggled to please both casual and hardcore players by Kirk Hamilton. Hamilton says, quote, "Destiny 2 is technically an endless game, which raises the question of how much one is supposed to play it. Just a few hours a week? Every evening from sundowns until bed? Could this game actually support people who want to play it for dozens of hours each week? And if you have a life, kids, or other obligations, will you forever feel like you're missing out?" Now, according to my achievements, 64% of Destiny players have reached level 20. It's important to note that this is solely based on Xbox numbers. PlayStation's could be different. 14% completed the raid, 18% got the one win in Trials of the Nine, and only 5% completed a Prestige Nightfall. Now looking at these numbers, it's hard to argue against Bungie tweaking their game to accommodate almost 80% of the community before they accommodate the 20% of the dedicated audience. So far, I dedicated 120 hours into Destiny 2. You can track your odds by going to wastedondestiny.com. I've been flawless, completed the raid, completed the Nightfall, and have all three characters above 300 power, with my hunter hitting 305 sometime last week. Now I consider myself in the middle of the casual and hardcore player, especially with Destiny 2. Those 120 hours are a little misleading since the bulk of those hours came at the release of Destiny 2. For most of the dedicated players, Destiny 2 has surely ran out of content, and their voices are being heard everywhere. In YouTube videos, forums, groups, and in the comment section of those videos. So what can those few hardcore players do? Remember how I started this video? Whether or not you ran by or helped a fellow Guardian who is a lower light level than you are? Remember that feeling you had when you first completed a raid? When you first brought down Atheon, Crota, or Crota's Pops? When you first went to the lighthouse? I'll tell you what, you get the same feeling again when you help someone who never achieved any of those rewards and help them achieve it in Destiny 2. Now I know there's streamers who do it now, but they can only do so much. Maybe it's time for you to do your part. You might not get the recognition they do, but to hear the excitement of a first timer and that Guardian saying thank you all over again, it's a great feeling. Now if we do our part, Bungie will have to do theirs. So what's next for Destiny 2? I think the answer is right under our nose. Seasons. Remember Overwatch and games like Rainbow Six Siege? Those games have seasons all year round. This week's Iron Banner is titled under Season 1, and our clan milestones are also under Season 1. Luke Smith, Destiny 2 director who also worked on the Taken King expansion, said in an interview on Mashable, quote, "How can my 2nd, 3rd, and 10th Better Devil's hand cannon be interesting? That's a question we should be asking and answering as quickly as we can. Ellipsis. We have ideas. While I would like nothing more than to share those ideas with you, we're up against a deadline. I don't know if they'll make it for our September 6th release date, but we have some ideas that we're pretty excited about," end quote, Smith said. So perhaps seasons will be the answers moving forward when it comes to content drought. At the moment, there's fixed roles for our weapons and armors, But when Season 2 comes out, Battle Devils and any other of your favorite and non-favorite weapons will have different perks that may be better than what we have now. But for the meantime, let's be good to one another and not shun out those who aren't at the level we are in Destiny. This community is one of the best in the video game industry. Over the past few weeks, this community has been rearing its ugly head. Let's put an end to that and help bridge the gap between the dedicated and the average players. What's going on, guys? Bloody the Marksman here, and thank you so much for watching this video, or at least making it to the end of the video. Leave a thumbs up if you feel like the video is worth one, or a thumbs down if not. I know this is different from what I usually put up. I usually put up just kind of like weapon gameplays at the very least. But this is really just in a response to a comment I got from disagreeing on a particular video from another YouTuber. It wasn't really the person who posted up the video. I'm not gonna say who it was or where the case may be, but just the community and the amount of just, you know, backlash I got for not agreeing on something. You know, I really don't feel that people should be called toxic or stigmatized for having an opinion other than, you know, what everybody else has. It doesn't matter if you play a video game 2 hours a day or 9 hours a day. The point is, we're a community, and we shouldn't be degrading anyone because of whatever reasons. You know, if I don't agree with what you have to say, you don't have to agree with what I have to say. That's perfectly fine. That's the whole point of having a community, is just interact with one another. But to quickly, you know, just negate everything they have to say because you feel that you're entitled to something because that person doesn't play as much as you do, I just think that's uncalled for, and that's really the whole purpose of this video. But again, guys, thank you so much for watching. This was kind of fun, just doing a little research like this, so this might be something I might do in the future again. Not always based on Destiny, probably on, I don't know, something else, maybe different video games, but I had a lot of fun doing this one. But again, guys, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, peace.